Hello everyone, my name is Emma Richards and I am currently pursuing a degree in business management with a minor in English. When choosing my major, I wasn't sure what I wanted to do, so I thought that this would allow me to build a solid knowledge foundation and develop skills that would be valuable in entering a large variety of industries. Today I will be talking to you about my industry interview, giving you a little background on who I interviewed, why I interviewed them, and then moving on to what I learned and advice that I found really valuable. Next slide. For this project, I interviewed Robin and Gerald Heike, President and Vice President of Action Landscape, Inc. They are my aunt and uncle and have built a successful business landscape from the ground up. They exemplify extraordinary people skills, creativity, and quality service. Next slide. A little background information on the business and Robin and Gerald. Gerald had always been interested in the outdoors and had cultivated a small garden in his parents' backyard as a child. He later visited Walt Disney World, where he fell in love with the landscaping and toiletries there. So that was kind of his inspiration. He attended the Jefferson State Technical College, where he pursued a ornamental horticulture degree, and this kind of gave him more exposure to what he was really passionate about. Action Landscape was founded in 1984 officially. It started out as a small lawn mowing business. It didn't bring any salary in for 5 years, which I thought was a long time and really interested, but it really shows that sticking with what you're passionate with really does pay off in the end. Next slide. The business today is a full-service residential and commercial landscaping business. They own 3 large nurseries, cover about 35 acres total. Gerald and Robin worked together and collaborated with other professionals in the industry to create a pot-in-pot system that decreases the amount of damage to the plant when transporting it and planting it into customers' lawns. They now have 23 employees working to ensure product quality and service quality as well. They also have pond irrigation systems in all of their nurseries that allow them to directly water their plants from those ponds, which really has helped cut overhead costs in watering plants and things like that. Next slide. Throughout the interview, I really learned some important themes, or important themes became really evident when talking to Robin and Gerald. The first one being the importance of networking, talking to other business owners. They really emphasized the value of talking to professionals outside the state, so at a regional and national level. They did this through conferences and things of that sort. With talking with small businesses, there's always the worry of competition, so professionals in the field weren't as apt to giving business tips and showing Gerald and Robin how things are done in the industry. So again, they really found that looking outside of just local businesses was really valuable. The second one is continuous education. Gerald did not formally have an landscape architect degree, which is what is required these days. So he really strived to keep up with all of the innovations in the field, newsletters, business reports, and things of that sort, as well as continuing his network to learn about the new and upcoming events in the industry. Another thing that I learned is that price does not mean loyalty. It's not always about striving for the lowest price when owning your own business. It's about providing quality products and quality service, and that allows you to charge more and create a loyal customer base. A large part of the revenues are from smaller jobs, but through loyal customers. The advice that I learned from talking to Robin and Gerald, which I thought was really invaluable, is to never be afraid of criticism. This can be applied in any field. For them, their criticism comes from their clients, what they see, how their ideas of how to do things better. So that's really where they get their knowledge of how to improve their services. But applying this to any industry, criticism from professionals, whether they're tagging along with you for the purpose of providing constructive criticism or just coming to you with things that they see that you could do better. Really accepting this and taking it to heart and evaluating what you could do better is really valuable. To conclude, I will talk about my plans going forward. I don't know that I'll be entering the family business and helping with them. If I did, it would be more of an administrative role, more of on Robin's side of things. She oversees finances and things like that, while Gerald goes and really works hand in hand with customers, viewing sites, creating designs, and things like that. But talking with them really has given me important knowledge to pursue personal training, something I'm really passionate about, and they really emphasized focusing on what you're passionate about and hiring others to do the rest. So if I were to start my own personal training business, this would be important. I could focus on what I love and find others to help me with the financial aspects and things like that to further the business. My plan for doing this is to first get certified. It's really important, and focus on continuous learning. Next would be just starting at a gym, whether it be a large chain gym or a local CrossFit gym, things like that, just getting more experience. The next step would be to differentiate in some way, finding a way to make my services different from other gyms. And then it would be to break out and start my own business. I've enjoyed talking to you all about my industry interview and hope you all have enjoyed.